Hi, I'm Raiysa Nazaire with Think and Be Well. I am a certified life coach who helps people be well, one thought at a time. And as a mental health advocate, I approach life coaching as making sustainable change from managing thoughts and core beliefs. As thoughts become beliefs, which become actions, and ultimately those actions evolve into your lives and put you on an energetic trajectory. And this is so impactful for living a fulfilled life because most of us don't actively practice mental well being or mental health because we were never taught what it truly is and the impact that it has on our lives. And because we were instead taught that there's a stigma associated with the very words mental health. And so when there's that type of a stigma, few people are going to delve deeper to really get to the other side to see the huge amount of benefit that is there personally to live a fulfilling life when we're able to get to self mastery by managing our mental health. So, I'm going to give you a definition of mental health. It is defined as a state of well being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential and they can cope with normal stresses of life and work productively and fruitfully, and they're able to make a contribution to his or her community. So, given this definition, think about how hard it is right now in this economy and our current environment that we are in to maintain mental balance. In uncertain times, such as what we're going through right now, mental health consciousness determines whether we have the ability to frankly thrive or simply survive. Because right now, when there are more unknowns than knowns, it's really human nature to feel anxiety. Yet, being consumed by stress isn't good for our overall well being. So, we have to figure out a way in order to thrive to find balance by reframing uncertainty to regain and to maintain control over our lives. So I was a project manager for about 25 years, and I was a project business coach for over 12 years. And I saw that a lot of the techniques that are used to manage projects apply to attaining self mastery and mental balance. For example, you have to plan, you have to be flexible, you have to deal with people, you have to allocate your resources, including people, appropriately, and you have to dedicate the right amount of time and focus, energy in order to accomplish your goal. And so, as I was doing a lot of personal coaching as well, it was really a natural fit for me to become a life coach with the understanding that we have to keep pushing through our perceived limits to wake up to unlimited potential. And this means that we expand past our own self talk and our habits that are holding us back to create what our heart is truly desiring. And this lies in our ability to just tap into our higher thoughts, to think higher than we feel, to think higher than the current circumstance. And as a mental health advocate, I saw how intricately we experience life is tied to our thoughts and our emotions, which is our state of mental balance. The reason that I became so fascinated with helping people understand mental health is because it, it's just a way to experience a better life. And because when I started looking at how my son experienced depression and He died by suicide as a result of undiagnosed depression and mental health issues, that I determined that there's really got to be more to what we've been taught and delve deeper into what mental health is and how we can use it to live a more balanced and fulfilling life. My son Khalik was what a lot of people would have thought that they wanted to be. He was a motivator, a visionary. He helped a lot of people, and people looked up to him because he was able to inspire by example. He traveled the world. He had the job and all the techie toys and things that people thought that, okay, if you have the house, the car, and the bank account, then that means that you're a success. But despite all of that, that proved not to be the formula for his success. And so he died by suicide, by putting a gun to his head and taking his life when the voice in his head was telling him that he couldn't win. And so I started looking into, okay, so what is this voice in your head? And how do you or we have more control over what this voice in the head is telling us? So that goes back to the definition of mental health and being able to have that self-mastery so that you can have harmonious relationships and live productively and fruitfully and have the ability to cope with life stressors, right? So your ability to cope is higher than the problem that you're dealing with because you know how to manage your thoughts and your emotions. And it gives you the ability to self-monitor what you're thinking and what you're feeling and see if those thoughts, feelings are appropriate for the situation and to adjust accordingly. So finally, we can be flexible and also know that mental health and well-being changes over time. It's dependent upon what you're being confronted with in your current situation. We should be practicing mental health, but the number one reason is that it's universal. We all have mental health just as we have physical health. We focus more on the physical instead of the mental when from an energetic perspective, it's our thoughts and our emotions that actually have more impact on our reality. But practicing mental health also facilitates ensuring that we respond in a balanced way to what's going on in our environment. It's our responsibility because no one else can determine how you're feeling and thinking except by your actions. And a lot of us are really good at masking what's going on. And so it is your sole responsibility, as you are the only one who truly knows what your state of mind is. And also, we know that we're going to have stress in our environment. It's going to come up. We know that there are things that trigger how we feel and how we react. So if we can practice mental health, we know how to respond to those triggers and respond to life stressors in a productive way. And since it's our state of mind that dictates our experience, we can actively be the ones who make that determination instead of letting feelings and emotions drive our actions. We can responsibly respond through balanced well-being. And then the last reason is because, especially for those of us here in America, there's always so much coming at us. It's an economy or a country that is based on commercialization, capitalism, and so we're always being driven to think thoughts that may necessarily be ours to control our actions. And then there's also, the internet and the endless do loop of work and other things that are going on in our society. And now with this current pandemic and its ripple effect, it's no wonder that so many suffer from mental distress. And so the goal here is to take control of our relationship with ourselves by being able to actively seek well being and adjust as we move through our day. So, in my coaching program, I talk about a mental balance playbook where you do things like question your thoughts and know your triggers and embrace your uniqueness. It also goes through what the emotional guidance scale is so that you can reach for better thoughts. And then the one of the key elements is understanding that frequency is the key to balance. The brain wave has frequencies which depict the different states of beings that we are in, from alpha, delta, delta, theta, alpha, beta, and high beta, and then finally gamma. So we delve deeply into what all of those are, what's the best environment for a specific brain wave to be active in, and the benefit that you get from it, so that you can live a productive and fulfilling life. So, as I said, the key areas that we delve into the coaching program are: know your stressors, process and share your feelings, diet and exercise as well, making sure that you get sufficient sleep, use all kinds of therapy, from talk therapy, sound, breath, talk, laughter, energy management, and mind management are the key techniques. And just really go within, take that time to use affirmations, visualizations, honor, and meditate. It's up to the individual to identify their need for balance and the set of tools that are going to work for them. I did a workshop with Chess and Community, and they provided a testimonial that said that this book and program gave our youth a voice and platform to process what they are seeing, while providing them with the tools for maintaining a healthy state of mind. Although this program was designed in recognition of Mental Health Month, we may continue it due to these volatile times. And this just dives further into the need to ensure that our children are taught what mental health and well-being is, so that they are able to manage themselves and start at a younger age, so that they don't have to deal with a lot of the stress and the trauma that we've dealt with, because we were not given a set of tools as to how to deal with well-being and balance. And also, it's just to get to our desires in life, we should just keep moving forward towards those goals, because what we seek is always seeking us, and we need to stay open to possibility and not have them shut down by limiting beliefs that put a ceiling on what we could accomplish. So I work with my clients to help them first know what they want, establish this is what I want. It's very important to set the intention, and then to reframe whatever limiting beliefs or core belief stories that they may have, so that they reflect and are able to attract their frequency and resonate with what it is that they say that it is that they desire in their lives, and then reset their thinking and put together a program of balance and practice, building their mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual toolkit. It's important to address all four of those factors, and we do during the course. So if you're interested in learning more and having me help you create the energy framework for what you want to occur, you can contact me at Raiysa.Nazaire at Think and Be Well Now. go check out my website at www.raiysanazire.com. And you can reach me on Instagram at Think Be Well Now and Facebook as well, or give me a phone call. Thank you.